Personally, I didn't grow to have time with my father. He left very early. Happy Father's Day to the amazing fathers on this platform. We appreciate you and all that you have been doing for the people that rely on you. It is not easy as a father, and this is just a congratulatory message. I know how it feels. Saying I know how it feels doesn't mean I'm a father already. I'm not a father yet. Personally, I didn't grow to have time with my father. He left very early, and we were left to be taken care of by just a mother. So sometimes when I see people complaining of how their father is maltreating them or is not giving them the right support they need or the amount they are supposed to give to them, even though the fathers are trying to give something small, these people don't still appreciate it. It hurts me the heart so much that I said to myself, you even have a father, at least you have a father, and he gives you something small, just that he's not being able to provide as how you want it. But at least the words and the encouragements they give to you alone should be enough for you to appreciate them. Some of us, we didn't get that. We had to grow on our own, support ourselves at a very younger age. From the way I talk in my videos, you might think I'm older like that, but no. Okay, don't be deceived by the hair and all those things. I'm still young, a young person. But I must tell you, I assumed some kind of responsibility at a very young age, simply because I needed to be able to support my mother who has been taking care of us and the small ones. As growing up, you know how children behave and they need a father to be there to be shouting at them, they need to correct them. Mothers are not like that. So they are always soft with them. So I assume the responsibility in the sense that I saw that those people after me, the children after me, or the kids after me, they wanted to stress the old woman by giving her a whole lot of issues, struggles. They wouldn't even listen to what she's saying. Do this for me, they refuse. So I had to assume that responsibility as a father. So if I should tell you, at the age of about 18, the people after me started calling me bra. Instead of my actual name, they don't call me by my actual name, they call me bra. And you know how it feels to be called bra in Ghana? It means you are a bit matured and you're taking responsibility already. That's why you get that title as bra, bra, bra. And bra because I started the fatherly responsibility at that young age by correcting them just to support my old woman so that she will survive because it's not easy to be taking care of children alone. Okay, so anytime a day like this pops up, like Father's Day, I look up the sky, father is gone already. Who is there now for us? It's the old woman. So you always ensure that the support you have, you give it to this old woman. But I'm also fortunate to have a lot of fatherly figures around me. Some of you on this channel, I have your contact. Anytime I text you that there's an issue bothering me and I'm a bit worried, within minutes, I receive a call from these people and then they will encourage you. Some 50 years, 50 plus, they call you and then they give you some advice, motivations. Don't do this, do this. You don't have to worry too much about certain things. It's going to be fine. Where I got some of this fatherly support from also comes from the fathers of my friends. If I come to your house as a friend, I observe everything and how you behave towards your father and what your father tells you. I sit there quietly as if I'm not paying attention to what people are saying, but I'm very much interested in the conversations you're having. And I pick some of the nuggets from them. I pick some of the wisdom they share with you that you, even at times, most of these my friends, they don't even take those advice. But I listen carefully, I take them and I apply them in my life. Okay, you cannot have a father, but just the people around you are enough to give you that support and that energy you need in your life. So appreciate the little things you have and also find ways to learn and get the fatherly advice from other sources. You can get it from your mentors and then even the fathers of your friends, like I just said. Sometimes you go to a house and you see how a guy will be maltreating his father and then the father will be laying a whole lot of curses on this child. Listen to all this. Is this what my father would have experienced if he was to be alive for me today? No. So if your father is still alive and you are in this pig farming or livestock, all I tell you is go sell one of the animals and dash that money out to your father, okay? It wouldn't break your farm. Go sell it, dash the money to your father to also enjoy himself for this month. It is once in a year. Just do that for him. If you want to also support in another way, go slaughter the animal, share the meat in the house, let them use it to cook something delicious and make sure the father's plate is filled to the brim. So you forget about all the stress he went through to raise you. And as the fatherly figures on this platform also, I always say, God bless you and increase your resourcefulness so that you'll be able to provide adequately for the people around you, your wife, your children, your mother, and also even your fathers who are weak and they still need your support. Will you be able to provide for all of them financially, physically, emotionally, support them. I didn't get the opportunity to be with my only father. He left us very young with a woman. The woman has to single-handedly take us through everything, the stress. So sometimes I look around and see that what this lady did or this woman did, some men cannot even do it. Majority of the men cannot do it. Making sure that we are always fed satisfactorily and we are always okay. We don't need anything. She clothes us in everything, provided the support she can. Sometimes and I go to see this woman, I look at her and I'm not able to even say a word. I look at her and I feel sad that she's still going through all this just for us. She's the one taking care of my farmers I'm talking to. Anytime I go there and I want to do the cleaning or feed these animals myself, she will be rushing to even do it before me, especially in the mornings. So I have to always ensure that I wake up very early. If I'm there, I wake up very early before she wakes up. Otherwise, she'll start going to the farm to work on it, and maybe I'm still in bed. She doesn't even want me to stress myself. She doesn't want me to do anything at all. And she calls you. She tell you, if your father were to be alive, I know you could have done better than what you're doing now. But with the little things you're doing and little support, we are going to give it to you. So if you have your father around, please just cherish your father at this moment. If you are one of the very few people that are very fortunate in this life to have your father, your actual father. Sometimes I go to see my friends sit and talk to their father one on one like this, decide and take the reason together. And I come home and say, no, I didn't have this kind of experience. All those are secrets. The other fathers are created on my own, or fathers are met through some people. The time he left us, I must say that I didn't even have this sense to think about anything. All I cared about was food and then go to play in the sand. That's all. He left us at a very tender age. Till now, the old woman is there. And you know what? With this one emotional thing she said to me. He said, "See, the time your father died, I was still a young lady. I could have married a lot, but I don't want a man to come into our life to stress you and to stress my children. Your father will not be happy with it. So I decided to dedicate my life just to save you people. I knew Francis being the elderly one, I take you as my husband. Just ensure that you also respect yourself, correct your little brothers. Let them also be on track. Make sure you are always able to guide them in the right path. Because I have decided to dedicate my life entirely to serve your father's purpose. Because I don't want any other man, all in the name of marriage, to enter this family and start to make things worse for you. So I'm going to live for you people as you also live to please your father. Like it's a whole lot of emotional things that when you sit to talk with this woman, whenever she's talking, I see the pain in her eye that how she wished her husband were to be alive to see her children grow this way. But that opportunity was not there. And it's all nature. You can't just control it. Everything happens for a reason and it also happens for a purpose. If you're watching this and your father is alive, just go support your father the little way you can. You are going to miss them a lot if you lose them. At least we didn't grow to see him, so we didn't kind of like feel all that trauma and the pain because we were still young, so we didn't know anything about it. But you that have come to stay with your father, live with your father for days, heard him and even reasoned on a number of matters with him. If you lose him today, you're going to miss him a lot. So ensure that whilst they are still living, you appreciate them, let them know how much you value their presence in your life, and they're going to bless you abundantly. I'm an African, and I know how far father's blessings can go. Make sure you get it from your father before it's too late. Happy Father's Day to you once again.